All right, here we go. Mock draft 1.0. Let's go ahead and enter the draft. And we're about to start the draft, but let's take a look at it, man. And here's the deal. Right now, the Miami Dolphins, when you look at it, they're going to want to make sure that they attack one of those positions that I'm talking about. Either it's going to be a left tackle, it's going to be a safety, a defensive tackle, or a guard. Now, my order of importance, my order of priority is going to be left tackle now, given the Teron Armstead situation. Then I'm going to go safety. Then I'm going to go defensive tackle, and then I'm going to go guard. That is my level of priority. Now, this is a 2-round mock draft. So let's see what we have here, right? And let me pause before I even hit the start button because it's going to go pretty fast. And let me slow it down some. Is there a world where the Miami Dolphins trade up? Typically, when you trade up from a place like 13, you're looking for your quarterback. And I still don't think Miami's ready to do that. They're not ready to get the quarterback. And it's funny, everything that I just listed, it matches because these are the needs listed on here: guard, tackle, defensive interior, and safety. Wow. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Dolphins highly unlikely to move up, if anything, move down. All right, let's start the draft, and here we go. We're going to go all the way down to the Dolphins, but before we discuss the Dolphins, we want to see who went off the board first. All right, Dolphins are on the clock, but let's go back up real quick and take a look at Cam Ward goes number 1 overall, Abdul Carter 2, Shadur Sanders 3, Tateroa McMillan, excuse me, goes 4. That's interesting, Patriots. Travis Hunter goes 5 to the Jags. Mason Graham, that's a defensive tackle that I would have loved for the Dolphins to get. Will Campbell, tackle to the Jets. That's the tackle I would have wanted us to get. Okay. Luther Burden, wide receiver. Kenneth Grant, another interior D tackle that I would have probably went. And I'm going to tell you now, there are more good defensive tackles, but if I don't get the top 3 that I like, and I already see Walter Nolan right there gone, I didn't get the top 3 that I like. Now, there's others that I do like, but not at 13. Not at 13, which makes me want to trade down if I'm going to get my defensive tackle, right? And then Will Campbell, the tackle, that could play left tackle, that's who I would have loved. He's off the board already. Okay. And then even Josh Simmons is off the board. He's gone. Those are the 2 tackles that I loved. So when you really look at the Miami Dolphins, we already don't have the best tackles. We don't have the best defensive tackle. And this makes you want to go guard or safety. And I have this firm belief that I just can't go guard at 13. Maybe late first round, but not that early. Now, safety, there's only one guy that I would like if he's available at 13, and that's Malachi Starks. But a lot of people feel like you might can get him in the late teens or early 20s, and that would be a gamble. So my priority right now for the Miami Dolphins would possibly be a Malachi Starks, and he's showing right here. Let me see. And that's the tough piece right here. And what if the Dolphins want to throw a curveball and go Tyler Warren, tight end, Jonnu Ballin? We have a 2 tight end set because Jonnu isn't forever, ladies and gentlemen. This is his last year. He's under contract, and this is it. So Jonnu isn't forever. Maybe we want to go Jahdae Barron, cornerback out of Texas. Maybe they want to go ahead and solidify the position opposite of Ramsey. This is why free agency is going to be so important. Free agency is going to mean everything. It's going to mean everything. All right. What else? And let me say this: Jahdae Barron on the board, but you also got Will Johnson. Really nice talent. Really nice. Jahad Campbell, the middle linebacker. That's, man, there's a lot of picks here for Miami that they could take. Now, there was one trade proposal, and it was the Atlanta Falcons at 15. What they're offering the Dolphins, let me see what they're offering. All right, 2025. Here we go. Let me break down this trade that they're offering. They're offering 15 for our 13. They're giving us 46. No, this isn't it. Atlanta is the one team that's actually willing to trade. It looks like they want to trade up. Okay. And I'm going to be honest with you. Right here, I already know what a lot of people are going to say. A lot of people are going to say, okay, come on, man. Jahdae Barron on the board. Tyler Warren's on the board. Jahad Campbell, Will Johnson, Malachi Starks. You got to take one of them right now. But if all of those players are on the board, Miami should trade down and get more assets, right? Am I tripping here? Isn't that an opportunity for Miami to actually trade down only 2 spots? I'm sorry, I gotta make that trade. Now, I know some people are gonna be mad. Oh, get this person. What if they go? Man, I got 5 players in front of me that I like. And moving 2 picks, maybe it ain't the one you want, but I could still get me a premier player of need that I have. So let's propose something here. Dolphins give up 13. Atlanta give up 15. 117. I want to play around here. In a next year third. That's a nice trade. You pick up a 4th round pick and a next year 3rd round pick to move up 2 spaces. But I don't like next year stuff. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to put 46 in there and swap 98. 59% chance they probably won't go for it, but I got to try it. Because I want more. They took it. They accepted it. They want their guy. Whoever this guy is, they want him. Okay? We're about to resume the draft and see who they selected, and then who the Colts are going to select, and then we're back on the board, all right? Let's check it out. All right, they take Will Johnson, the cornerback. Jahdae Barron, the cornerback, goes, but guess what? Tyler Warren's still on the board. Malachi Starks is still on the board. I like Jahad Campbell is still on the board. Those are 3 players and positions that we can definitely use. 3 players that we could definitely use. Y'all let me know in the chat, how are you feeling so far? Somebody said you fumbled that. Let me see. Let me look at this. I gotta go double check, see if any linemen. Yeah, Kelvin Banks, the tackle, is on the board. Ooh, Kelvin Banks. But man, he got 5 players in front of him. Do you take a risk? Because I got another team wanting to trade, and it's the Giants, but they're at 34. I don't like that. They're at 34. They're at pick 34. And this is a 2-round mock draft. I don't like that. So I'm going to decline the Giants saying, hey, you want to trade? I can't go all the way down to 34. No, I can't do it. I can't do that. So some of you guys may have wanted to do that. Some of you may have been open to it, but I'm not going to 34. Oh man, someone said get 34 and 65. No, no, no. We need a premier player to fill a hole. We don't need the next Patrick Paul at 34. That's why we're looking at the tackle now. That's why we're looking at the tackle now. Oh man. Y'all put in the chat, who would you draft right here? You got Tyler Warren on the board. I mean, you got Jihad Campbell. And I'm bypassing some really good edge players because we got too many massive needs. So that's why I'm neglecting that. You got Malachi Starks. Ooh, Mika. Ooh, that's interesting. All right, I gotta fight the temptation. Kelvin Banks. Now that's the last tackle that I just absolutely in love with. Armand, he has a high grade on my board, but the last one that I'm in love with is Kelvin. Derek Harmon, I had him early second, so that's 21st rank. Interesting. But I'm not gonna go down anymore. Y'all let me know, who would you take right here? Who would you take? I'm torn. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm torn, and here's why. Oh, I just want Malachi Starks to be a Dolphin to replace Javon Holland. But am I going to pass on Kelvin Banks to make that happen? All right, y'all. We're going to draft Kelvin Banks. We have to prioritize the future at a more important position. I trust Weaver to figure that secondary out before I trust McDaniel or anybody to figure out that O-line. So Kelvin Banks it is, ladies and gentlemen. We draft Kelvin Banks, tackle out of Texas, in the first round. All right. When you look at it, Mike Green is gone. We're going to go through some of these picks. All right. Remember, this is a 2-round mock draft. 2-round mock draft. Well, I ain't got to go over some of those. But yeah. The Dolphins at 46 and 48. Let me see. Do we have anything else? I want to make sure. Yeah. So we're 46 and 48. I ain't going to lie to you. I love this right now. 46 and 48. 46 and 48. I love this. All right. So let's look at some of the guys that's still on the board. Did he go already? Oh, Tyler Booker is gone right in front of us. That was my second round target. No Booker. Shamar is gone. Watt is gone. I don't like Darius. Man, yeah, they gone. Oh, this is getting harder for me. Oh man. All right. Put in the chat. Where would you go right now? Dolphins got back-to-back picks here, man. They have back-to-back picks. Okay. Oh man. This is tough. Let me see. See. See, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I gotta go defensive tackle, man. But now I'm in conflict. Collins or Sanders. I know Sanders rated higher, but I like let me show y'all something. All right, so 6'5", 320, right? 6'5", 320. I already know the strengths and weaknesses. 6'4", 290. That's my problem here, y'all. I know TJ is rated higher, but Alfred is that wall on the defense. He's at 320, y'all. And man, Let me take another look. Mm, man, did we miss out on the tack? Well, we got our tackle. We got our tackle. You know what, man? I can't sit here and get all in my feelings or think about how somebody's rated higher. I gotta go with the best option for Miami, and that's gonna be Alfred Collins, y'all. I'm taking my defensive tackle in the second round. I'm not taking that chance because you got to be able to control the trenches. You get a tackle in the first round, you get a defensive tackle in the second round, and you're on your way of making sure your trenches are secure. So I like that. Miami just gets we replace Christian Wilkins officially because I don't think Calais Campbell will be returning. Armstead won't be returning. We replace him. And now my priority right now is at the guard position and the safety position. And I got another second round pick. And I got to decide, do I want a safety or do I want a guard? And I'm going to tell you now what I favor in the second round is a guard because you're going to get a better version of a guard in the second than you're going to get a safety, in my opinion. Okay. But we got to see how things are falling right now because there ain't many right here in our face coming up. There aren't many. This is where you have to literally look like Sebastian. You got to look Kelvin Winston. You got to look on your big board to see where you want to go. Now, all right, this is a 2-round mock draft. Somebody is interested in trading. We got 48. They got 59. I'm probably not going to do that at all, but I just want to see if I can get 59 and 91. Yeah, I can. Not 128 though. 130, nope. Maybe that. Let me ask y'all, would y'all do that? Would you give away 48 knowing that you already selected in the second and pick up 59, but then add a third round pick in 91 and a late round pick? Yes or no in the chat. Is that something that you would do? Just curious. Just curious what everybody else thinks. Is it something that you would do? Yes or no? And I'm going to tell you now, as you're answering in the chat, I'm not doing it because I don't want to wait to 59. I don't want to wait to 59 because we need two positions of need that actually need to start this year. Actually, three positions, if you really want to be honest. We need a starting guard, we need a starting safety, and a starting corner, technically. When you need starters, you don't do that. You got to get the best players you can. The earlier move down is because we were already going to get one of those good players regardless. So I would actually decline this. I wouldn't do it. Now I know some people's argument would be, yeah, but you get more talent. Yeah, we're in a make or break year, ladies and gentlemen. We need some almost guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed, but we need some almost guarantees this year. Okay. So I'm selecting at this spot. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I can wait for a guard. That makes me want to trade down. I could wait for a safety. It makes me want to trade down because the best ones available will still be there later. They'll still be there later. This is dilemmas, right? Best player available. Well, I'm not going to double up on no defensive interior when we got all. No, the Dolphins can't afford in this position to go best player available. You need two starting guards. You need a starting middle linebacker. You need a starting corner. You need two starting safeties. That's 6 starters that you need. We needed 8, but we've already addressed 2. You got 6 starters you need, and I know we're gonna do some damage in free agency, but you're not gonna address all 6 of those. So you gotta go get a player that you're hoping can plug in right away and impact. And by the way, while I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do here, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I want to draft for Streppo. I want to draft for Streppo. We got to get ready for Tyreek to be exiting anyway eventually. Hey, listen, I want to get another little weapon there, but that's just a little side note. I'm not doing it, but I'm just saying. All right. Where do we go? See, I hate whenever you got to scroll this much for positional needs. Then you could have just traded down. You could have just traded down. Man, listen, y'all gonna be mad at me, but I'm about to leave y'all on a cliffhanger. The Miami Dolphins. Oh man, I'm gonna have to run after I do this because y'all gonna beat me up. Y'all gonna beat me up. So let me say this before I do. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Mock Draft 1.0. You know it wouldn't be me if I didn't have a little fun, you know. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, the Miami Dolphins at pick number 48. Y'all know who they selected, right? Dylan Gabriel, quarterback out of Oregon. Yeah, I made the pick. I couldn't help it. Let's be honest. There's a high probability, like Tua has an 80% chance of not finishing the season. He only been healthy one season out of 5. You got to start looking towards the future, man. You got to start looking towards the future. They probably going to give me a D+, man. They grading the draft now, man. They probably going to give me a D+. I don't know. With that last pick with Dylan Gabriel. Oh, man. The Miami Dolphins already have a franchise QB. You done lied. Draft Princely Amunmuelin. So that's they feel like we shouldn't have drafted Dylan Gabriel because we already have a franchise. I got a B- though. I got a B-. I probably would have had an A if I would have just took one of the top players. But listen, they don't know. They talk about the Miami Dolphins already have a franchise quarterback. He ain't never on the field. He's never on the field, man. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll do a more serious one through next week. We'll probably do 3 or 4 rounds next week. How about that? All right. Yeah, we'll do 3 or 4 rounds next week. But again, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Miami Dolphins mock draft 1.0. We'll be doing 2.0 soon. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I will see you later. Peace. I am out.